raise tadpoles in this little aquarium. It is, gee, I don't know how many gallons it is, but it's that size. So anyways, I got this Penn-plax bubbler filter. It works pretty good. Cleans the water, clears the water. Air goes in there, down there, comes out there, and it sits like this. It bubbles. I'll show you. But anyways, this fits in there. I guess from what I can make out, the air, like I said, you have a bubbler. That's separate. I'll show you that. Air comes out of through there, and this snaps on there like that, right? The air apparently goes through those slots, through that filter material, that cotton kind of stuff. It's kind of dark now because I used it for last year's season. Gotta change it, I guess. Air goes through there and then through the charcoal and then comes back out the top here. Yeah. So I don't know, so the air bubbles out through there, and there's slots there where the air goes in, but there's no slots there in the center of the screen. I only got two hands here. Air goes out of that tube through the slots inside through this stuff and then back out of here. And because there's no slots right there, the air doesn't flow up that channel. So I guess that's how it works. Air goes in there and comes out there. So you snap this on there. So it aerates the water and cleans it at the same time. So I don't know if I really necessarily have to change that stuff. Yeah, I got some more of that stuff, so I'll just stick it in there. But anyways, I think it was only $12 or something Canadian. And then another dozen or so for the air pump. Okay, I got some of this filter material and was just going to replace that stuff, that dirty stuff, and I just realized they want you to buy a whole new cartridge, which is not a whole lot of bucks, but maybe I'll try to open it and stick the stuff in myself. So that's how it works. Disturbs the water quite a bit, so you can either get an air pump that has some kind of limiter on it, or pay a few bucks, which is not very much. And this is a restrictor. Turn this and it restricts the airflow down to a little tiny bubble. Anyways, I just wanted to show you how this thing worked. I know it's pretty effective because last year I had kind of a cloudy tadpole tank twice this size, and I put this on for a day and a half or so and it cleared the water right up. But I was just trying to figure out how it worked because I can't see how the air, I can't see how it's made that the air would stop from just going up this channel, but apparently it does. It goes in, like I said, a few times. It goes in there and goes through. Water gets cleaned. Like the bubbles go through there and pull water in with it. The water gets cleaned and it follows the flow of the bubbles and comes out there clean. So anyways, that's how it works. $12 or so. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It wasn't very much. And another dozen or so, $10 for that. Okay, just for fun, see if it can be done. I know airflow is upward, so if I melt a hole in the bottom of that, take that old dirty crap out of there and replace it with this stuff, we'll see how it works. Okay, so this is foam. Like, I don't know what kind of foam, but it's foam. Not that stuff that I just had, so a piece ripped off here, but you know what? probably just take it out and clean it and put it back in. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, that works. There's the inside. Now this stuff is all loose, that charcoal. I guess you could replace that too if you had some, but I'm just going to rinse it. And rinse this foam out, put it back in. I'm going to use hot water. Okay, I'm sure they would have you worry that if it's discolored, then it's not clean, you gotta replace it. That's how they make money. But that's what I'm gonna do, replace it and test it out. And it only goes one way, it doesn't go that way. That slot fits right in the in that thing there. So snap it back on, test it. Okay. Appears to be working just as it was before I melted the bottom off and replaced that, cleaned and replaced that foam filter. So I would say don't bother going to get a refill, just do that. So now I'm going to set it up, and I rescued these guys, these eggs, from a pond that was drying up. And I don't think they would have survived because there's hardly any water in the pond. And it's going to be pretty much sunny for the next few days, no rain, so these guys probably would have dried up and died, so I'm kind of rescued them, and I'm going to test it in this aquarium like I had last year. So see my other videos to see how they do.